So Sherry herself was a bit messed up. Friends later told police that Rod had told them she was depressed and suicidal. Whatever the case, she was telling Rod some pretty wild stories about them coming from a family of Freemasons, about Sherry coming from a family of Freemasons. The Freemasons, that's something that I am going to leave a link in the show notes of research. You can have a look on Google, because to try and explain the Freemasons is a whole podcast episode. Basically, to me, it seems like this big giant cult all over the world. There's all these chapters of Freemasons, and depending on what articles you read or what website you go on, there's a lot of different explanations of what they're about, what they do, and how you can be one, and whether women can be one, and all of that stuff. So I'm not going to get into that, but basically the best way I can describe it is it's like a giant cult. Well, what Sherry's referring to sounds like a giant cult. Anyway, because she told police that she was scared that they were after her because she had left them. She also told police they sacrificed children and drank their blood, and she had done this herself. Now, just keep in mind, Sherry is on a fucking boatload of drugs at this point. And also, imagine her telling that to Rod after they've had a 3-day drug bender. It got pretty wild. The pair of them became more and more paranoid and moved from Europunga to a bush camp they made out of trucking tarp. They sank into delusions that the Freemasons were up there in the bush looking for them, and that Rod's boys were in danger. Sherry claimed she saw them one night near their camp, but it actually turned out to be a group of hunters wearing night vision goggles, and it had nothing to do with Sherry at all. By now, Rod was well and truly sucked into this story about the Freemasons and had it in his head that they were after himself, Sherry, and Rod's 2 sons, Callum and Sean.